Everyone's taking a snooze here at Hotel Z. Getting ready for the next big Rogue Mega Evolution outing. But before that, we're gonna go and tour the new Wild Zones. I think just the 2 of them. There is this 12th one, but we're not gonna go to that one just yet. 13 and 11. We're gonna start with 11. And, see what it has for us, because I do want to add at least one new Pokemon to my team before we get started here today. So, Wild Zone 11. There are 2 entrances, 2 major entrances to the zone, and there's no real way to get to the other side of the zone without taking the long way around. You can either take this back way here, or if you go to the very far end there, go across the bridge that way. Bit longer of a trek. But in the zone, we have Wild Clauncher. And Clauncher is the Pokemon that I want to try using on my team. So, let me just throw this dive ball and suffer no penalties for throwing it. And there we go. We also have Stunfisk out here in the wilderness. Let's see about getting some damage on it, and we can catch for the Dex as well. How about this? It's frozen. That's nice. That's not nice, though. How about you? How about you? What if you? Cool. Stunfisk just doesn't want to get caught. Here's another one. We also have Furfrou up there. Let's see about going to do some damage to that. Yeah. Any more luck with catching Stunfisk today? Yes, sir. Alright. Also over there is Alpha Clawitzer. What if... no, dang. Hoping to catch it off guard. Not gonna be the case, though. No biggie. Over there, too, Inkay. He's a nice, timid little guy. That was a big beam with something. An ice beam. Sure did a lot of damage to me. Come on over here. I was gonna say, that could hurt me a lot if it actually hit me, but it didn't, so thankfully. Yeah, this ain't shaping up too good for Feraligatr here. All good. Let's bounce. I think also Slowbro can spawn on the other bank over there. So if you're looking for Slowbro to catch for your team, just go over to that other bank over there. Let me catch one more Clauncher, and then we'll bounce. Cool deal. Next, over to Area 13. This is primarily a bug wild zone during the day. So if we go run on over there real quick to have a look-see. We've got Vivian, Pinsir, Weepinbell's over there too, and Heracross just past the Weepinbell, usually. Yep, there they are. That's pretty cool. I could start throwing some Pokeballs at these Weepinbell. Let me just quickly grab that. There we go. This Weepinbell is kind of pissed at me, though. How about Vivian? Can we catch it from here? Probably not. All good. But I didn't want to go there for anything during the day. I wanted to try seeing if there's a Pokemon there at night. So I'm going to heal up real quick, sit at the bench, and we're going to switch from night to day. But, yeah, you get it. I just don't remember if it's a natural spawn there. It doesn't show up on the display whenever you are, like, looking at the available Pokemon there. But I think it might show up there as an alpha, so if it is there, then I'll go catch it. If not, no big deal. I realize no big deal is kind of my catchphrase at this point. But truly, I am not bothered by it. We'll get another chance to get what I'm looking for later. But over here in Area 13, at night, some ghost types start showing up. And, lo and behold, the Pokemon I am looking for is right down there. It's Alpha Trevenant. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch it from here, but we also do have Phantom. Yeah. Oh. Try again. There we go. Cool. That was not cool. It was actually not very cool at all. Hiya! How about now? I would use a Phantom if I didn't also need a an account that could connect to the internet. Because I am playing on an account that doesn't have a valid connection. And now, with that in mind, I can't trade other... Well, that's unfortunate. I can't trade Pokemon to evolve them. So I'm just going to have to stick with using this Alpha Trevenant. And, yeah. Might prove a little difficult to actually get going. So let's try Mega Evolving first, and then rocking with that. I'll be here for a while. Nice. I was expecting that to not work because it was so high level compared to everything else I had. But Timer Ball, when a Pokemon uses a bunch of moves in a single battle, the higher the chance of capture. So there we go. We have Alpha Trevenant now. Let's get rid of Sableye. And Clauncher, how are we doing on this one? Good defense, not great speed. Good attack, not great special defense. I'll go with this one. We can change the nature later. And we're gonna bench for Alligator. Just so we don't lose for Alligator, though, I might put him in this final box. And same with Sableye. There we go. Alright. This is what the team I'm hoping to use for the rest of the game will look like. Generally, obviously these two are going to evolve, but that'll be for later. And I guess I should start coming up with nicknames. I'll think about it later. Before we get started with the actual plot, I will go to the battle zone, do some battles, and then start working on the plot. So I'll be right back. Battle zone deactivated. A pretty good amount of medals. Which bolstered my prize money pretty sizably, too. Nice. So after you're all done with the Canary Tarragon saga of rank F, you can actually come to the Mega Shard counter and get the Mega Stones for both of them. One problem for me, because I am using Excadrill, I'm exactly one Mega Shard away from getting the Mega Stone. That stings a little. But let me go out real quick. I'll go get a Mega Shard, a single Mega Shard, one, and then get that Mega Stone, and I'll meet you back at Hotel Z. Alright, back to it. I guess they're not upset at me for taking a whole day and night to go catch a couple new folks. Well, we'll see in a second, won't we? Team MZ is all present and accounted for. You ready to go ahead with the strategy meeting, whattageek? Alright, here we go. Who's up next? Also, who's on first? I hereby declare the strategy meeting underway. We've got new intel from Vinny. Looks like Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon are likely to appear in 3 spots. The first is in Sector 5 of the Vare District. We can expect to find a Beedrill there. The second is in Sector 3 of the Magenta District, where we'll find a Hawlucha. Finally, there's Sector 9 of the Jean District, where we will face a Bayonet. Wait, that one in the Vare District is right near here, isn't it? Let me guess, you plan to use this as an opportunity to advertise the hotel. Or are you going to say this rogue Pokemon is the reason we'd be getting so few guests? Come on, Naveen. If we're going to do this anyway, we ought to give the hotel some good PR while we're at it. Yeah, it's a surefire sales strategy. Come one, come all, get the finest view of Rogue Mega Evolution only at Hotel Z. I see. So we'd leave the Beedrill in its Rogue Mega Evolved state to use it as a draw? It's a bold plan, but I'm open to it. What do you say, whattageek? Yep, it's what's best for Hotel Z, that's for sure. Thinking about it, I could probably design special merch with Rogue Mega Beedrill as the motif. Ooh, good call. We can even fill up a whole room with Beedrill stuff. Wow, I'm loving all these ideas! Okay, enough joking around.
Wait, so you guys were just kidding?
Yeah, none of that was serious.
Oh, I mean, duh, I knew that.
Honestly, Lita, keep the meeting on track, would you? You're always letting us get distracted.
That's not true. Anyway, down to business. Our first mission is handling the Rogue Mega Evolving Beedrill in Vare Sector 5. Tawny, you take that one. Second is stopping the Rogue Mega Evolving Hawlucha on a rooftop in Magenta Sector 3. I'll take this one. And third, we'll need to handle the Rogue Mega Evolving Bayonet in Jean Sector 9. Naveen, I'm counting on you to cover that location. Lita's a great decision maker when she sets her mind to it. I like that about her.
I hope I don't get cursed from tangling with a bayonet.
You won't get cursed. It's probably suffering if it's on the brink of Rogue Mega Evolving. Better for you to help it out. I think we all know the real reason you're trying to avoid work here. It's nothing to do with nerves. Naveen, you ought to be more honest with your friends, and if you're scared, just admit it. Aw, Lita, you were doing so good with the meeting leading, and now you're off track again. Anyway, Pokemon are suffering out there, so it's time for Team MZ to go do our thing. Whattageek, we're counting on you. You're our ace in the hole. That's right, go team. Let's take care of those Rogue Mega Evolving Pokemon.
You know, Bayonet was originally a plush doll, and plush dolls are sewn. I certainly know my way around a needle and thread. That's gotta count for something. It's like Naveen was made to take down Mega Bayonet. Alright, let's get started. Well, there's one new one out of the three of them here, and that's Hawlucha. So let's go and handle that guy. How should we get to that, though? I believe there's a Holovator nearby. Yeah, there it is. Climb the ladder by the back of the hotel. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, this actually sounds important. I'm coming. I'm not actually going to Beedrill first, but if this is what I think it is, then this is going to be important.
You must be getting used to dashing across the rooftops of Lumios now, right? Well, let me teach you a special technique that'll take your roof running to whole new places. It's called the Roto Glide.
Finally, we have more traversal ability. It's a double jump, kinda. An air jump.
Go ahead and try gliding over to that rooftop across the way, why don't you?
So, whenever you're falling, either out of a roll or if you just run off of a platform, you can press the A button and whoop!
Nice going. Wait 1 sec, I'll swing over on over too. Being able to reach new places ought to make it easier for us to find all these rogue Mega Evolving Pokemon around town. Speaking of which, Beedrill is right over there. Let's go, Whattageek, quick!
But can I avoid doing that for now and just go do Hawlucha? Like I initially wanted to do. Alright, here we go. Hey, yup. Hello, Bellsprouts. How are we doing today? I agree. So, are you the rogue Mega Hawlucha?
Well, this is weird. Our intel for sure said there'd be a Hawlucha up here. Wonder if it flew off somewhere.
You could go rogue any minute.
Yeah, let me check in with Vinny. Excuse me, have either of you seen a Hawlucha around here?
We're looking for one.
I suppose it could have flown off somewhere, or maybe it wandered into a wild zone. The Hawlucha isn't my Pokemon, mind you, but I come here now and then to give it some food. You mean you climb all the way up here just to feed a wild Hawlucha? Sounds like you really care about it. You must be pretty worried now that it's gone, huh? Yes, if you find it, please do let me know. You think the Hawlucha that lady's looking for is the one that's gonna Rogue Mega Evolve?
Seems likely.
Oh man, I don't want to think about how she'd feel if her dear Hawlucha went rogue. Ah! It's an update from Vinny. Looks like they're detecting Hawlucha nearby. Come on!
Where that gonna be? Over there, maybe? I could turn on guidance. But anyway. It's not down there. Still on the lookout for Lita, specifically. Over there. Oh, no, there's Lita. I hear some noises. Sounds like a Swirlix. Oh, yep, there he is. Alright, let's get in there. Mucha lucha, mucha lucha.
Gotta help it for everyone's sake, but especially for that lady back there.
Concentration of Mega Power in your vicinity is rising rapidly. Rogue Mega Evolution is imminent.
Let's calm this Hawlucha down. I'll give it all I've got.
Style on him, let's go. Hawlucha, Digivolve to Luchamon. Time to unmask this luchador. Oh, he's very agile. Probably a bad move for me to be picking Metacham for this, considering Hawlucha here is going to be doing primarily flying moves, but it does tend to target the trainer more than it does the Pokemon, so I think I'll be fine for a little bit. Nice. Alright, let's Mega. Nice, nice. Can we get the defense lowering? No. Yes, yes we did. Oh, we got a gold attack here. Whenever it flashes gold, it's gonna unleash a super move. And if you don't do enough damage to it in the amount of time before it lands, then its next move is gonna be super powerful. It did do a flying press at the end of that, but that flying press was way weaker than it would have been had I not done something about it. So there it was again. And it's going to start throwing it out again. So there, that impact would be much larger and much harder to avoid. Still avoidable, but harder to avoid. We're still Mega Metacham, so we can get some really good damage on it. Look at that. Defense down and type effectiveness. He's done. Ooh, Clauncher learned Aura Sphere. Nice. And with that, we have the Hawlucha Knight.
Some of these Pokemon that are Rogue Mega Evolving are really precious to people, huh? I hope Hawlucha gets to see that lady again. But anyway, great work calming it, whattageek. Let me heal up Metacham and everyone. Team MZ has got to keep on saving these poor Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution for sure.
Alright, one down, 2 to go. Who to handle next? I guess we left Tawny hanging, so let's go handle Beedrill. Back to Z. We'll climb that ladder again, Snake Eater all up in here. And then we'll deal with Beedrill with our new Mega Excadrill. Before I forget to, Clauncher, let's get you Aura Sphere. Huh. It's gonna be so nice having Roto Glide now, but this is the only traversal upgrade you get in the game. And it's a shame it happens several hours in, but, I mean, better than nothing, right? God, I hope so. Actually, this game sucks because you should have gotten so many more traversal options, yada yada. I don't care. I think it's fine as it is. Nice. Several Mega Crystals all at once. Probably not hitting this one where I'm standing now. Alright, Beedrill. Time to meet Jamaica. Not Jamaica, your maker.
I'm guessing this is the Beedrill we're after? Sure looks like it's gonna Rogue Mega Evolve any minute now. Must be in a lot of pain.
Alright. Here goes.
Remember to watch how your opponent moves and figure out the best way to avoid its attacks.
And we're going to be doing a tactic during this fight that I was doing during Hawlucha, where recalling your Pokemon is also a valid strategy to minimize damage. But here we go. Beedrill, Digivolve to... Giga Hornetmon. Looks like Tawny's got an Imbor now. And this Beedrill summons little guys. So it's got a posse of Kakuna on it. I accidentally knocked out a Kakuna just then. That was cool. It's not going to stop moving, will it? Alright. Excadrill, be the one that pierces the heavens. Oh, it does turn into a drill run. That's good. Very many of its animations do not take advantage of the fact that it's shaped like a drill. But drill run, thankfully, does. That's really high up there. Can we even hit that? We can, but now we've got pin missiles, or twin needles coming in at us. At this point, it's recommended that you recall your Pokemon so that they don't take any damage from the twin needles. But if you resist it, I guess it's fine. Okay, more guys coming in. It's dizzy. Mess it up. I got another Kakuna knocked out there. Alright, here come more twin needles. Oh boy. Like a cactus is firing at me or something. Hello. I think my attack up persisted after unmegaing. Cool. More guys. Not that it matters, it's about to go down. One more mega for the road. Believe in the me who believes in you. Pierce the heavens with your drill. Nice. A real drill versus drill scenario here. Wait, that means the Beedrill is the anti-spiral. I knew it. Beedrillite.
Medicham did great.
Huh? Did it?
Alright, now go take care of the other rogue Pokemon.
Hey there, I was watching what happened here from a ways away. What in the world was wrong with that Beedrill?
It went berserk.
There's been a lot of talk about Pokemon going crazy out of nowhere. Hard to believe it was all true. I've heard about this rogue mega evolution thing. Why has it been happening to these wild Pokemon? We're still investigating. You kids are looking into it? You know, I wonder if it has something to do with all the wild Pokemon coming into Lumiose. All this weirdness started around the same time as the renovation work on Prison Tower, too. Uh-oh, he's a conspiracy theorist. And also the aliens are hijacking all that we're thinking. Quasartico wants Lumiose to be a city for both people and Pokemon, but it isn't as easy as all that, is it? Still, I'll be sad if that's the last any of us sees of that feisty Beedrill. I hope it comes back soon now that it's calmed down.
Sure wish we had more answers about Rogue Mega Evolution. You know, the surge of wild Pokemon isn't the only odd thing going on. Mega Crystals have been springing up more and more, too. I wonder if it's all connected somehow. Oh well, no use racking my brain without more info to go on. I'll catch you later, okay? And I'll add you to my Pokedex.
What does she mean by that? Alright, last one. And probably the toughest one of the three. For this segment, I mean.
Bayonet.
I think it's just in an alleyway, so we should be fine to just walk up to it. Is that true, Naveen? Look at all these fletchling. Yeah, okay. Wanted to mark that Holobator on my map. Berries sure are mysterious. Free berry, I won't say no. Alrighty then. This might actually be a tough battle given my current team comp, but we'll see. So the Bayonet, is it around here, Naveen? There you are, whattageek. Something's not quite right here. We're at the spot where the spike in Mega Power is apparently coming from, but I haven't been able to find the Bayonet we're after. Yeah, I have no idea. What does it look like, by the way? Perhaps we should ask Vinny to check again. Behind you. It is indeed here, yes. Alright. Bring it on. I can do this. As a member of Team MZ, it's my duty to help rogue Pokémon. I just need to focus. Bayonet Digivolve too. Some kind of messed up Monzemon. Start out from afar. What the? He used double team. So the main Bayonet is usually pretty easy to spot. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the real one. But we have fakes. And if we go attack the fakes, then we can pop out some Mega Power. But the fakes will also only be throwing Confuse Rays. We got a super attack coming out. Not sure what it's planning. Whoa! Shadow Claw, got it. Double team again into multiple, or, you know, more baddies. And it looks like the real one also has the Mega Energy swirling around it at all times. Let's try a little bit of this. Don't fan force away. This one. Oh, cool. Where's it warping to? Oh, cool. Thank you for that, Trevenant. I appreciate that. Cool. Let's get Excadrill out here so we can Mega. Here because it was facing that way. There we go. Oh, it's stunned. Hit him hard. We're gonna warp away again. Yeah. So many more dupes. Dang it. Hits, nice hits. How about a second one in there? Nice! We hit the fake as well. And that's it. So Mega Bayonet is actually the main reason why I started liking Bayonet as a Pokemon, because I think the Mega is really cool. Dog. So you continue to successfully save Pokemon from the pain of rogue Mega Evolution. Not that I wish to downplay the difficulty or scale of the undertaking. After all, only with Mega Evolved Pokémon or Plus moves can you hope to stand up to rogue Mega Evolved Pokémon effectively. However, Zygarde cannot Mega Evolve. That means you will need to hone your skills as a trainer until you can support Zygarde, even with such a disadvantage. This is how you must help Zygarde attain the peace and order it wishes to bring about. I doubt that detective would be hunting me and Zygarde if she knew its intentions. I wonder why she finds me so suspicious. In any case, until we meet again, young trainers, I expect great things of you. That man has quite the commanding presence. Why is he dressed in those rags, I wonder? Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted and forgot to heal your Pokemon. Don't praise Medicham. I better head back to the hotel to take care of some things. I'm not simply in a hurry to get away from this creepy place, I assure you. I mean, it's just dimly lit. There's not really much else creepy about it. You know, besides the haunted puppet that was also there. Back to hotels.
You did great, whattageek.
Oh, cool. That was the whole mission, is saying you did good. Well, you know what I mean.
We did kind of leave the heavy lifting to you again, huh?
It's just a natural consequence of someone proving themselves so thoroughly dependable.
For sure, and the job is definitely getting done, but I wonder, is it really enough to just find and calm down Pokemon after they rogue Mega Evolve? What do you mean? I'd rather we get at the actual root of the problem. Not that we can do that until we know what's causing rogue Mega Evolution in the first place.
I'm sure Quasartico is following whatever leads they have.
If they were, you'd think Vinny would at least keep us in the loop. The fact that he hasn't told us anything probably means that they don't know for sure yet either. I bet they tell us anything they knew that could come in handy, even if it didn't directly relate to rogue Mega Evolution.
A promotion match announcement! Oh, could it be? Ivor! That name sounds familiar. Wait a minute. It's Punchman! That guy!
Oh, it's Ivor from the Fist of Justice. Remember when we ran into him? I think it was by the Wild Zone in Rouge Plaza. He runs a dojo that teaches karate or some other kind of martial arts. I bet you anything he's a master fighting type user.
I believe their dojo is near Jean Plaza.
What a relief, my other name, to know where they are and not have to track them down like we did with Canary. That was such a chore.
That chore was a small price to pay for the privilege of meeting Canary, and I don't recall there being any detective work. You simply used the information I had.
So whattageek, do you have a challenger's ticket already?
Not yet.
Sounds like it's time to earn some more points in the ZA Royale then. A promotion match right after battling a bunch of rogue Pokemon? That's a lot. Be careful.
I guess, yeah, I gotta go find Ivor, so I'm gonna need to do some, more matches for my promotion. Guess I'm going to a Pokemon Center, wait until night, and then doing more Battle Zone battling. Here I go. Alright, Challenger's ticket acquired, and also, hey, look at that, Clauncher's ready to evolve. Let's do it. Time to get a Clawitzer. Big Claw. Clawitzer, the shrimp itself, reminds me of, like, the coupling between a motorcycle and the carrying, like the passenger car. You know what I'm talking about? I'm thinking of the specific one used in the Aristocats. I'm gonna name it Aristocat. Anyway, we're right next to the Fist of Justice dojo, right here. So, let's go on in and fight Ivor, because he's certainly going to be here right now, right?
Hey, I remember you. Whattageek, right? You beat me in battle right in front of Ivor-sensei that one time. What do you want now?
Came to duke it out with Ivor.
What? You were just rank Y when we battled. You mean you've already reached Sensei's level? Well, I'm sure you'll understand that I have to ask. You did earn a Challenger's ticket, right? Of course you did. So that means your battle skills should be on par with Ivor Sensei's. In which case, I request a bout, both as my chance to get back at you for beating me last time, and to see how much stronger I've grown since that day.
Sure, we can battle.
Thank you. I'm going to become the 4th strongest disciple in the dojo for sure.
There she goes again, being fascinated with a rank within the dojo. Oh, this is a nice belt. But what can you do against a ghost type? How about you, knave? Well, she's got a couple of moves available to her, I guess.
You might have me back on the ropes, but I'll prove that the Fist of Justice never flinches.
Hey, wait, I have one of them. That means I know its weakness.
So your strength outshines mine once again. You're just too strong! Does Team MZ have their own dojo with even harsher training than ours, or what? You have to admit that you've really mastered your skills. Here, this seed of mastery is for you.
Like a sunflower seed? Can I snack on it?
If you bring me seeds just like that one, I'll help your Pokemon turn their moves into plus moves. But, I have to admit, I've been taking up your time battling and talking about plus moves and all, but the truth is that Ivor Sensei isn't even here at the dojo today. Neither is his sister Gwen. It's actually pretty unheard of for both of them to be gone.
Oh, there he is. Gwen! Gwen! Where are you? So she's not here either, then.
That's right, Sensei. I haven't seen her today.
Oh, you're the trainer who defeated Jose outside Wild Zone 3, no? Wait, don't tell me. You're here to join the Fist of Justice, aren't you? Absolutely not.
He's your opponent for your next promotion match, sir.
Ah, I see. Well, I don't have a Rotom phone, so I'm afraid I cannot verify any of that right now.
You don't have a phone?
I've tried using Rotom phones in the past, but for some reason they always break as soon as I so much as press a finger to them. So I rely on my younger sister Gwen to handle everything smartphone related. But I have not seen Gwen since yesterday. My apologies, whattageek. I'm just so worried about my poor sister I can't think of anything else. I'm heading out again to search for her. I'd be honored if you would face me in battle after my sister and I are reunited. Now, if you'll excuse me.
And he's off again. Sensei has stamina and spades, but I don't think he'll have much luck finding Gwen on his own in a huge city like this. Maybe there's someone he plans to ask for help, though. Someone who's good at finding people? Know anybody like that in Lumiose?
You mean Emma?
That sounds right. I think you should help Sensei find his sister. Once he knows where she is, he'll be able to focus on your promotion match.
Alright, well, we can warp to the dojo whenever now. But we also need to get to Emma's place real quick, because this has been bugging me for the past little while. Claim the rewards from Mabel. Double team, fire punch, bulldoze, and U-turn. Nice. And also, while I'm thinking about it, do I have access to a very specific ice move? I don't think I do. And I wonder if Amora will be able to learn it. If not, I'm probably going to have to make a tour to the other wild zone I haven't visited yet. 12. Anyway, let's go over to Emma. Maybe something will happen that'll let me get the thing I'm looking for. Her face lightened up immediately, or softened up immediately once she saw me.
Hello there, whattageek. What brings you here?
Well met once again, whattageek. As I mentioned before, I'm searching for my sister, Gwen. But this detective says she cannot help me.
No, what I said was that I can't help you without more to go on than she's missing. I'm happy to help look for your sister, but I need you to answer my questions.
Ah, I understand. Ask me anything, I'll answer to the best of my ability.
Where does your sister like to go when she's not at home or the dojo?
That would be City Hall.
City Hall? I see. Your sister certainly has unique interests, doesn't she? Well, then maybe we can find some clues as to your sister's whereabouts if we go there.
Understood. I'm on it.
He just left? If Mimi was feeling better, it could search for his sister using his telepathy. Oh well. I could use your help, whattageek. We'll be waiting for you in the Jean district. Let's work together to protect the peace of Lumios. Oh, Mimi sits.
Okay, warp and where? Over there. Here I go. Close to the dojo again. Not up there. Alright, here we go. Any panpores in the trees? Doesn't look like it. Oh, this is City Hall. Okay, I was wondering what this building was. Emma, what a geek. I looked all over, but Gwen's not here either.
That is to be expected, Ivor. For now, let's canvass the area and gather information about Gwen. What a geek, I'd appreciate your help with interviewing people around City Hall.
Not inside City Hall, around City Hall. Where are some bystanders? Hello. You got yourself a missing person, huh? Well, I don't know anything about that. Good luck. Where is she? You haven't seen my sweet Furfur around here, have you? Oh, not who I was looking for. Found her. I managed to find an old friend of mine online. Oh, okay.
That girl. The girl at the cafe had such a cute bag. I should have asked her where she got it.
Is that Andy? The first person we met in Lumios outside of, what's her name? Tawny?
My rival at work finally got the dressing down he deserved. Sweet, sweet justice.
A lot of buzzwords around here, but not the ones we're looking for. Ivor's iconic. I mean, look at those muscles. Not who we're... What was that? Gwyn? Hey, that sounds right. Wyndon, that was it. Whew, I was just blanking on the name of that city in Galar for a while there. Boo! Gwen from the Fist of Justice. Oh, you mean that girl who's always here? Yeah, she gets called in to deal with all the complaints lodged by folks near their dojo about how loud their training sessions are. I hear she often heads off to a cafe in Central Plaza with a friend after she's done here at City Hall.
Find any leads, whattageek?
Gwen might be near Centrico Plaza.
That matches with what I heard, too. Sounds like she left for Centrico Plaza with someone. For our next move, I suggest we investigate the food truck at that location.
Understood. I'm on it. Away!
I know he's worried about his sister, but must he go rushing off like that each time? I suppose that's how it is with family. Anyway, we should hurry after him.
The one frame of the Naruto run. Emma, what a geek. There's no sign of Gwen here either.
Again, we need to ask around to learn more. Well, if it isn't our local detective, the usual fire blast roast for you today. I'm in the mood for something else. I'll take one flamethrower roast. And any information you have on a certain missing girl. To go. Ooh, am I getting questioned here? I'll spill. Helping out with an investigation seems fun. Her? Yeah, I've seen her. She came by earlier with that Dynamo girl. Any idea who that could be, whattageek?
Canary.
Those two seem like polar opposites, but perhaps opposites attract, as they say. They're kissing. Ivor, do you know if your sister is close to the Canary from Dynamo?
The name isn't ringing any bells. Where can I go to meet this Canary?
You just had a promotion match against Canary, didn't you, whattageek? Where was it?
We could visit Racine. Racine Construction, eh? I'm on it. Away!
There he goes again. I'll be back later to grab that coffee. What? But we already got it started. We should hurry to Racine Construction, too. Come on, whattageek.
Sorry for making you hold that pot. We certainly hope to see you again soon. Birds. Any panpores? Any at all? I'm looking both on the ground and in the trees. I don't know why I'm looking on the ground, considering they're not on the ground. Do I make the whole run over there, or do I warp again? I'll warp again. And I'm pinning Racine Construction. Sure. Ooh. Thank you. Hey, Tarragon, I found one of your colorful screws. I mean, literally one of your screws. Where's Gwen?
Not here, obviously.
It would seem there's no sign of Gwen here, either.
Hey, what's the big idea? Don't just go around telling randos where to find me. This massive meathead barged in out of nowhere yelling, "Where's Gwen?" so loud I nearly had a heart attack on stream. He's lucky Pops ain't here, or there would have been an all-out brawl. Sorry, Canary. We promise we won't reveal your location to anyone else, but we need your help. We're looking for someone named Gwen. This gentleman is her older brother. Thanks, Detective Obvious, but like I said, G-Volt ain't here. Still, I love a quiz, so I tell you what. Try guessing. If you're close, maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Please, you must simply tell me where she is.
Back off, big guy. You're creeping me out. Ever heard of personal space?
I hope you'll take my refusal to back down as proof of how worried I am about Gwen.
Mute it, muscle bag. If you're so worried, then try paying more attention to what she gets up to. Alright. What a geek. I almost forgot you were here. If you finally decided to join the Kinetic crew, I guess I could give you a hint. But not until I get my revenge for our last battle. How else am I going to heal my wounded ego? In that case, why not have a rematch now? If whattageek wins, you tell us where we should look for Gwen. Not sure how a fancy detective got caught up in this family fetch quest, but I'm in and I'll win. Just to warn you, I've upped my game since last time. You ready to lose?
Hold up.
Seriously?
Just making sure that I'm all good to go. Yeah, we're good to go. Alright, here we go. Let's go.
Bring it on. No mercy this time. I'm going in for the overkill.
Devastation. Kill-tacular. Game over. Sorry, I thought I pushed the button there, but it's the guy. Look at him run. Will this medicine cure Amphi? No, but this Mega Evolution should. Wow, Bulldoze didn't knock it out? It spawned in, already getting pierced by the drill.
Enough playing around. Electros, let's crank up the voltage with Mega Evolution.
The Dynamo guys on the upper railing, just cheering for her. Ooh, nice hit. And
you thrashed my whole team, even Electros? Again? Yeesh, what's with you? You're not supposed to get stronger than me. Whatever, you want to know about G-Volt, yeah? She's been a Kinetic since way back, so we're pretty close. Sometimes we hang out and play games together and stuff. In one game sesh, she mentioned how she's looking for some spot that could be all hers. A place that can't be found in the world. What? That doesn't make sense. All I know is what I heard, that G-Volt wanted to go where the X, Y, and Z axes don't meet up.
oh, so any timeline where Z version doesn't exist?
Whatever that means. And she was going on about needing to beat a Pokemon whose type her partner is weak to. Last I heard, she was headed to some fountain depicting a Pokemon like that, so she could at least imagine how she'd beat it in her head. A fountain. Now we're getting somewhere. Ivor, do you know which Pokemon your sister has as her partner?
Of course, that would be Chandelure, the luring Pokemon. Its types are Ghost and Fire.
That fountain seems like a pretty important clue, whattageek. Which fountain depicts a Pokemon that Gwen's Chandelure would struggle with, I wonder?
Clawitzer because it's water.
Yes, Clawitzer is a water-type Pokemon, isn't it?
Is it? I had it on my team and I thought it was Bug. Because Scrimps is bugs.
And Chandelure is a fire-type, which makes it weak to water-type moves.
Great! So we should look for a Clawitzer, yes? I'm on it! Later!
Has anyone stopped to think that G-Volt might just want some alone time? I'd probably need space if I had to deal with a brother like Ivor. A lot of space. Knowing that dimwit, he's probably headed to a wild zone now to look for an actual Clawitzer. Don't worry, it's my duty to protect the peace in Lumiose, and that's exactly what I plan to do. Come on, whattageek. Let's hurry over to the Clawitzer fountain in Blue Sector 7.
Thank goodness for waypoints.
Ivor, wait! It's the Clawitzer Fountain!
And speaking of Clawitzer, it's time for Remora to evolve. Good thing I decided to do this at night, because I totally forgot that it's a night and day evolution thing with Remora and Tyrunt. Auroras! Doesn't learn any new moves, does it? It can learn Ice Hammer, that's a weird one. Yeah, sure, alright. Ta-da! Okay, let's get out of here and head to Blue Sector 7. Which, once again, thank God for waypoints. If I didn't say it, I was thinking it. Look at it spew that. Emma, what a geek. I only see a fountain here. There's no sign of Gwen anywhere.
So you don't have any idea where Gwen might be in this area, then. But this must be the right place. There's the Clawitzer Fountain, just like Canary told us. Well, what a geek. Do you think we'll find Gwen somewhere around here?
I'm sure of it.
Me too. We don't have any other leads to go on. Through process of elimination, this should be the place. But if so, where could Gwen be hiding? This place is just an empty square.
Do we have any other clues?
Let's see, there was something about a place where the X, Y, and Z axes didn't meet. Yes, of course! The X-axis is horizontal, the Y-axis is vertical, and Z is depth. Which means we're likely starting from the right place. I'm guessing our X-axis is correct. Next we need to adjust our Y. Once we do that, we'll be on the right track to find Gwen.
You mean we should go down? Into the sewers? But there's all this water in the way.
What would your approach be, What a Geek?
I'd stop the water. I would drink it, but I'd stop the water.
Sounds like a tall order.
The skills I've honed in the Fist of Justice can surely help us solve this problem. Aha! I have it! I'll just smash the fountain! That would cause the water to shoot upward, yes? Then the water pooling below will drain away. Yes, a perfect solution. Go, Phalanx! Use—
Stop right there! You can't just destroy city property. Honestly, I can see why people complain about the Fist of Justice taking things too far. But you might be onto something, Ivor. Maybe we can stop the water from flowing somehow.
Then I should use my martial arts after all.
What a geek, I have an idea. Find a Pokemon that knows Ice Beam and bring it back here. If we freeze the fountain's nozzles to stop the flow, the water that's filling the pool below ought to empty into the sewer. Then we can investigate.
Yeah, that's the problem, is I don't have a Pokemon with Ice Beam. I don't think, anyway. Clawitzer, do you have Ice Beam as a move right now? No, because the Alpha one that we were fighting earlier did have Ice Beam. This one doesn't. I do know of a place where we can look. Let's go to Wild Zone 12. I think there is a way to get into it from here. Yes, indeed. The reason you'd want to come here at all is because now it's all snowed over, and we have a lot of ice Pokemon in here. I guess while I'm here, I'll also take the opportunity to just catch some random other Pokemon, if possible. Yeah. No, that didn't do much either. Yeah. Maybe a Dusk Ball? Not that this Pokemon's gonna be learning ice moves anytime soon, but... Come on, get in the ball. There. If that doesn't work, then doggone it. There's an Abomasnow, an alpha one right there. I'm wondering if maybe this one is going to provide what we need. Meanwhile, okay, we got the Abomasnow. Something used Ice Beam just then. I guess that Vanillite did. Yeah. All right, cool. At least that's confirmation that Vanillite knows it right now. Oh, I didn't realize Go-Goat wasn't hostile to us. Oops. Before we leave, let's go and grab this TM. Hey, look, it's Ice Beam. Alright, cool. Now we have that. New day is dawning. Outside suburbia, sprawling everywhere. Okay. Daybreak's probably gonna occur right here before we get around to doing this, so we'll just let day break and then get back to this. I'll just teach Aurora's Ice Beam now that I have it. Not a whole lot of money compared to what I've been getting, but I guess something's better than nothing. Alright, Aurorus. Let's get you that Ice Beam, finally. I like Freeze Dry a lot. I think I'm gonna get rid of it for right now, just so I can keep Aurorus as a ranged attacker. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, target that, and Ice Beam. Why it had to be Ice Beam specifically and not any other ice move is beyond me, but... Marvelously done, whattageek! Look, all the water's draining through the sewers! As long as the fountain stays frozen, we won't need to worry about getting flooded. Quick then, let's search the sewers. I shall go on ahead. Away!
Ivor certainly doesn't waste time once he knows where he's going, does he? We should head into whattageek.
Yes, ma'am. Do as she says. Whoops. Huh.
These sewers were built a very long time ago. There are wild Pokemon about, so be on your guard. Who knows how they get in here?
Wild Pokemon, you say? But will Gwyn be safe down here then?
That's why we're trying to find her.
Understood! I'm on it!
There he goes again. Come on, we should help him look for Gwyn, whattageek. Watch out for wild Pokemon. Naruto run.
Sewers. We got access to Pokemon like Noibat down here. And also, these sewers are very much a maze. It's a little difficult to find your way through them sometimes. Let me get some Great Balls out. Here we go. There's also the main place where you will be finding Scraggy in the wild, in case you're interested in finding one. I believe down here. Yeah, there they are. Hey-ya! You would do well. Back strikes. Don't want them attacking Aurorus because fighting moves are quite effective there. We could keep going to the waypoint, but there's also more to explore, a little bit. But it doesn't show up on the map very easily, like what's where. Sorry, that really made no sense. Let me try to rephrase what I was trying to say. It's a lot of thin tunnels leading to places that all look the same, so it's really hard to find your way through the sewers to spots where that look familiar. It's hard to find spots that look familiar. Because, you know, all spots look familiar. They all look the same. If you want to pick a spot that you know you want to get to, there are like 3 other spots in the sewers where it could be, so you have to wander the entire place. It's a huge place. You might find yourself at the wrong place. That was a really long-winded way of saying, this place be confusing, yo.
There you are, whattageek. It looks like this lock is preventing us from going further in.
Then let us power through with pure strength. Shall I smash through this barrier so we may proceed?
No, destroying public property! Whattageek, let's take a closer look and see if we can't figure this out.
It's a lock.
Which area do you want to check?
The keyhole. It's shaped like a typical keyhole. Are there gaps? There's only a tiny gap between the door and the floor. The lock body. It's like a regular lock made from alloy. It's the hinges. You don't notice anything unusual about the hinges. Yep, it's a lock.
So there's no clever way to open this door then. I guess we'll just have to find the key. Where do you think the key could be, whattageek?
Maybe a Pokemon has it?
You might be right. There's not much to go on, is there? As it stands, we can't even make an educated guess.
Wait a minute! I have it! We have to smash the door down! Well, that Pokemon had some keys.
That was a clef key, right? Let's go after it.
But I want to smash the door down.
Seems possible that one of Clef Key's keys could help us open up that lock back there.
Then I shall go ahead and catch it. The Pokeballs I throw reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour. This does unfortunately mean there is a chance of Klefki being knocked out as it's caught, but that's just a risk we'll have to take.
Oh, he doesn't like that. Stop right there! That's hardly different than punching the poor thing. We're not an ancient Hisui, you know.
Os.
This also raises some concerns about how you managed to catch your own Pokemon, Ivor. Anyway, I think we can safely leave this matter to whattageek. Here, feel free to use these Ultra Balls.
Wow. High grade.
Alright, now catch that Klefki.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, here I go.
Don't forget, we don't want to just knock it out. We want to catch that Klefki. Klee.
Okay. I was kind of hoping, but also expecting that to not work. Alright, here we go.
Nice catch.
Feel I have witnessed the very essence of a masterful capture.
That's a bit excessive, no? I mean, we all catch Pokemon like that, right? Anyway, let's see if Klefki can get that lock open for us. We're counting on you, Klefki.
Careful, you might drop the keys.
It doesn't seem to have the key for this lock. I really thought that was going to be the trick to getting through here.
How about this then, Madam Detective? If we are truly stuck, perhaps we might try out my plan?
First off, thanks for calling me Madam Detective. Just Detective or Emma works too. Now, what was your plan, Ivor?
If there is no gimmick or mechanism to open this lock, then it must be opened by a key. But there is no guarantee that said key can even be found in these sewers. Since we cannot obtain the key we need, we must let my honed fist become the key! Our path will be opened thanks to my power! Justice Punch! With that, our way is clear. Let's press on!
So that's what he calls a plan. Personally, I'd call it brute force. Brute forth. In any case, we should hurry after him. Naruto, run.
Alright, further exploring this place, and we find another room that looks identical to the other rooms. And also, another room that looks identical to the other rooms. Squirrelp is down here, though. So if you're looking for Squirrelp, this is a good place to find him. Yeah! An ice stone. Cool. Literally. But also, whatever. If you're looking for Patrat and you somehow didn't find it in one of those early wild zones, they're down here too. This ice platform, you can hit it with literally anything and it would extend itself. Ta-da! Oh yeah, Litwick. They mentioned that Gwen's partner is a Chandelure, so obviously Litwick is going to make an appearance. Yeah, this was a weird square in the map. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, wait, I know that thing.
Did you both see that? It was Chandelure, the luring Pokemon.
It may be the very same Chandelure that Gwen has as her partner.
What? Impossible. Perish the thought. Looks like a dead end. No doors or anything.
And no sign of that Chandelure either.
It's a ghost-type Pokemon, so it's not surprising that it can vanish at will.
If it is indeed Gwen's partner, then maybe it vanished to wherever Gwen is.
Keen observation. Given the situation, I'd say that's highly likely. Alright, let's search every last inch of this room, whattageek.
Do you think maybe it's up against that wall that's very clearly an empty wall? And it looks like there's a pathway built into the fact that it's leading to an empty wall? Could it be anything to do with this? You don't know what these 4 machines are for, but they don't seem related. Alright. Valves. Cluster of pipe and valves, nothing special. These boxes. Some of them are pale. Oh. Some old electric panels. Well, I tried flipping a few switches, but nothing happened. We checked all over this room, but there's no sign of any hidden contraptions. In that case, the only course of action is to act. Strength is power. Strength is justice. Justice punch! That's odd. I've smashed countless walls in my life. This is the first time I've punched a wall and had my fist go straight through without breaking it. It felt like my hand went inside the wall itself. Could it be? Is she a Jedi from The Men Who Stare at Goats?
The wall wasn't real in the first place, so someone or something conjured up that illusion of a wall to fool us.
I see. Clearly I must undergo even more diligent training if I was to smash illusory walls. If I wish to smash. But for now, let us proceed. I am sure Gwen is waiting for us on the other side.
Kinda wish he ran full bore into the wall and it became solid. Let's keep pushing ahead, whattageek. Yo. Hello. The chill I felt when passing through it makes me think this could be the work of a ghost type.
Who could you possibly mean? So you're saying a ghost-type Pokemon is attempting to deceive us?
I think so, though we can't prove it yet.
I need to be able to smash walls of any kind, Os. Then I can finally tear down the barriers that separate the people and Pokemon of Lumios. Yes, the wild zones will separate us no more, and everyone will be the happier for it.
Whattageek, look there.
I do believe that Chandelure must be Gwen's partner. Wait, Chandelure, please help us find Gwen!
Our partner Pokemon is freely roaming around and doesn't seem particularly agitated. I suppose we can assume that even if someone is behind Gwen's disappearance, the culprit isn't monitoring the area or anything. Every step we take brings us closer to the truth. Let's hurry, Whattageek.
I will in just a moment. Let me get Crunch back on Pyroar here. Also, Auroras is still here. Let me call it back. So if you recall, this character was part of the Quiz Whiz show. Gwen!
We found our missing person.
Where's the villain who trapped you down here?
Let's think back over everything we've seen so far. Can you identify the culprit behind all this?
It was Gwen.
Excellent deduction, Whattageek, though I suppose culprit may be a bit strong.
What are you saying, Madam Detective? Gwen was trapped here. We saw it with our own eyes.
The supposed victim here is Gwen. However, she came here of her own volition. That's the truth behind this whole case. The truth? If you really wish to hear it, then defeat me in battle. I'm a Pokemon trainer too, after all. Here, I'll heal up your Pokemon and leave the rest to you, Whattageek.
Ma'am? Miss, I should say.
Are we doing this?
Let's battle.
I'm going to win, so you'll all leave me in peace. Strength is power. Strength is justice.
Win of the Fist of Justice. Hey, I recognize you. Let's do it. No healing, but what if I crunch? Oh, okay. Flamethrower. Oh, you're cooked. Hey, by the way,
Chandelure, Mega Evolve, finish them.
I mean, you kind of see these things coming now. Chandelure Digivolve into Chandeluremon. Oh, nice try, idiot. Get me out of there. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. That's super bad. All right. Wowitzer, get in here. First battle, baby. So many traps on the field all of a sudden. Undefeated Clawitzer.
Your Pokemon shine with justice. My justice wasn't wrong. I simply lacked power. Well fought in any case, and well deduced, both of you.
Do you know these two, Gwen?
Of course, Emma is the greatest detective in all of Lumiose. And whattageek is a member of Team MZ. He's also the reigning Canary Quiz Whiz.
I see. And what did you mean when you said well deduced?
Where to start? You break every smartphone you touch, Ivor. And once you start battling in the ZA Royale, you don't stop even when dawn comes. Your excessive training will keep going on and on as you climb the ranks of the Royale. Meanwhile, I am the one who deals with all the complaints about your behavior. It is an enormous burden. So I asked Chandelure and one of the Klefki to help me hide down here. That way, you would be unable to participate in any promotion matches. But then, you had to come and find me.
I had no idea I was causing the Fist of Justice and my own sister so much trouble.
Well, you were. So I would love to see you give my brother a good thrashing, whattageek.
It's true then? Whattageek is my opponent for my next promotion match?
See for yourself.
There it is, plain as day. Well, it seems I must prepare for our bout. I hope you will all excuse me. Away!
Honestly, I'm obligated to look into any case I take on, but perhaps I should have let this one go cold. Still, I'm surprised you knew of a hiding place like this. It's almost undetectable with all the barriers and tricks the Pokemon helped put you up, was what I was about to say. I found this place when I was very young. It was here that I met Chandelure, though it was only a Litwick back then. The Ghost-type Pokemon let me come and go as I please, so I visit on occasion. I love the quiet down here, and the dark. Well, now that Ivor knows about this place, I suppose you'll need to find a new hiding spot. We should head back for now. This may be your favorite spot, but it's not exactly fit for long-term residence, let's say. Of course.
Do we have to walk out, or are we warping?
Maybe I should train up a bit. A little extra muscle could have come in handy during my investigations. Extra muscle? Please, not another Ivor. I was joking. My expansion suit can help me out in a pinch, though I decided not to use it unless necessary. Oh, and Gwen, tell Ivor I'll be sending him a bill for my help, okay? Good luck with your promotion match, whattageek. When you're ready to face Ivor, come to the Justice Dojo.
I'm on my way. Do I have... I should probably go heal my Pokemon first, huh? We'll start with Trevenant, see how things go from there. At last, you've arrived! Gwen has made her feelings on the matter clear, but even so, I must grow stronger. As I said before, if we are to live in harmony with Pokemon in this city, then Pokemon must be afforded the same freedoms that humans enjoy. And for both sides to enjoy those freedoms, what we will need is incredible strength. Strength cannot solve everything for us, but it will at least allow us to protect what we hold dear. I will prove the truth of my words by rising to the very top of the ZA Royale. Rank A will be mine. Now, whattageek, shall we begin our match?
Let's do it.
Gwen, please lend me your phone. I promise I will do my utmost not to break it. I mean, it's a good thing Rotom phones can just float on their own. But dang he big, though. There are places in life you cannot reach without climbing over strong opponents to get there. Yeah, with you, it's literal.
I'm the strong one here.
Strength is power. Strength is justice. Alright, you himbo, let's go. I appreciate that the Fist of Justice has like the logo has an E on it. It's literally supposed to be a fist, but it looks like an E for rank E. Alright, here we go. Heracross. Gonna take some good damage against this thing, I feel. Where did he go? Getting ready for Medicham to come out. Not his Medicham. Although this one was the bigger threat I was worried about to send my own Medicham up against. Not really a threat per se, just I don't think I would do as much damage with that one out. So let's use our own. And also, time to become the enemy stand user. Get out of here. Not yet. How about now? Phalanx! The 6-in-1 combo pack. Hey, guess what? Time to Mega Evolve Phalanx. Justice will win the day! I'm a big fan of, a Phalanx Digivolve too! Gunpla build, mon! I'm a big fan of how all these unique characters have unique ways of Mega Evolving their things, by the way. Like, their Mega Stones are not always in the same place. Defeat! How incredibly unjust! Os. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations. Now processing your promotion. Rank D for whattageek! My justice didn't prevail. It is clear I must train even harder.
Fine, but no more battling in the ZA Royale after daybreak. That isn't how it works. If you continue to vex everyone around you, your goal will only grow harder to reach.
Understood. Os. It's true that I act before I think, and that I'm terrible at controlling my own strength. I don't even know how many smartphones I've broken at this point.
Over 1,000.
Perhaps if you assisted me as my coach, we could work on fixing these things together?
Out of the question. You're the elder of us and the master of this dojo. Stop making others take care of your messes. I'll have more to say on this once we're home. Let's go, Ivor.
Please, one moment, Gwen. I want to give whattageek my thanks. As a token of gratitude for our fine battle, please accept this small gift from me. Brick break? Oh. It was a good match, whattageek. I would be honored if you would face me again. Next time, my power will surely open my path forward. Now, if you'll excuse me. Os!
Wow, it sounds like you had a lot of fun. Who would have thought that X and Y axes would end up being clues in a missing persons case? X and Y, huh? I remember hearing something about that a long time ago.
What sort of something?
How did it go? 3DS? Nintendo? No third version? I don't remember. Something about how the X and Y axes go in different directions, but there's still a point where they meet, and finding it is the important thing. I'm not sure I get it. You mean like how Pokemon and people are totally different, but we should focus on things we share? It could be that, or something like all is here. What are the odds we'd meet and become friends? Huh?
Something the matter?
Nah, nothing to worry about. I'm more wondering if something's the matter on your end, Naveen. You still won't try my good old croissant curry, huh?
That won't be happening. While I admit that it might taste good, the aesthetics are still too much for me.
Hey, that's not as hard of a pass as you gave before, Naveen. Maybe this means we're finding where our X and Y axes meet.
Stop it. I'm awake. Ugh. Coffee time. Good morning. No sign of Tawny or Lita just yet. At last, I've been granted the calm, quiet morning I've longed for. Now I can finally make some progress on my sewing commissions. In fact, I'm so pleased that I'll even include you in my happy mood. Think nothing of it. I got them as thanks for a sewing project, and they're not my size.
Hey, Tawny! Do you know where Tawny is?
Not here. She must have headed out earlier to be her helpful self around the city.
That idiot! Apparently she borrowed some money to shoot a Hotel Z promo spot, so we're in debt now to the scary group called the Rust Syndicate.
What? The Rust Syndicate?
Yes, them. The ones so scary, even a rampaging alpha Pokemon wouldn't dare mess with them.
Hello, this is whattageek, right? The kid who lives and helps out at Hotel Z?
Yeah, that's me. Who are you, friendly guy?
Well, aren't you an honest one? Or maybe just naive? You should be more careful about answering questions from unfamiliar callers. Now, I'm calling as a representative of the Rust Syndicate, and I wanted to discuss a bit of money your friend Tawny borrowed from us. I could have just dropped in at that fine hotel you work at, but I figured you wanted to avoid a scene, especially since Tawny has been working so hard to bring in new customers. So I ask that you kindly stop by our office. You'll find it in the Blue District. We'll be waiting for you.
What was that call about?
About Tawny.
What? So it wasn't just me they called? They even tracked down your number, whattageek?
How deep in trouble are we exactly?
Well, Tawny didn't borrow a ton to begin with, but the interest on the loan is out of control.
I hear the Rust Syndicate makes it impossible for you to pay back your interest. Then they can force you to work off your debt by doing their bidding. If that's true, we're dealing with some truly heinous people.
Don't worry, Floette. We'll get Tawny out of this mess somehow.
If it is true that they force others to work for them by imposing unreasonable interest, we must at least try to talk things out with them. It is only through speaking with each other that we can hope to find some satisfactory resolution. In any case, it seems the only option now is to go to the Rust Syndicate's office as requested.
Yeah, you're right, AZ. Especially since they've called 2 of us now.
I can't get a hold of Tawny.
Hey, whattageek? If they already know where to find all of us, I don't feel great going to their office alone. You'll head over with me, right?
Of course.
Thanks. I'll feel a lot better that way. If anything happens while we're gone, we're counting on you to handle it, Naveen.
What? Alright. You two will be okay, won't you? The Rust Syndicate certainly seem disreputable, yet I have not heard of the police taking any action against them. Make of that what you will. Oh boy, Pokémon Yakuza. Let's hope it's more like the Sega Yakuza instead of actual Japanese Yakuza, but we gotta go see ourselves. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. Next time we're gonna go confront the Rust Syndicate about Tawny's debt. It should be fun. See you then.